Hello, today we are solving question number Jan 2023 paper unit 2 question number 3 part D. Calculate the net present value at the end of 5 years for one wind turbine. Now we can see that for before that there is some information given. The following information applies to one wind turbine. The electricity is generated in 1 hour. It can be sold for 80 pounds. No wind at certain times will mean electricity generated only for 65% of the year. There are 24 hours in a day and 365 days in a year. 5% of annual revenue must be paid to the landowner. Maintenance cost is around 40,000 per year. Maintenance costs are expected to raise by 10% every year. Insurance against lightning strikes is around 5,000 pounds per year. So these are the information that is available to establish for or the investment of for one wind turbine. And this is a table which shows the discount factors which is given here. Now we have to calculate the net present value for one wind turbine. So the net present value for one wind turbine, what is a formula for net present value? The net present value is nothing but the we have to calculate the discounted net cash flow that's happening to calculate NPV. Net present value is going to be the the discounted cash flow, discounted net cash flow that is going to happen due to an investment. So net present value at the end of 5 years, the formula is going to be the sum of discounted net cash flow. It is the sum of the discounted cash flow we have to calculate. That's how you will know. Now how will you calculate the sum of the discounted net cash flow? So let's put here one table. First one is the year. We will start from the 0 year, 0, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the years of investments they are looking at. You will also include the 0 year from where the investment was made. So always start from the year 0. Then after that you will have to include revenue. What is the revenue? So revenue minus cost will give me the net cash flow. So revenue, revenue, then I will have some costs incurred, and then your goal is to calculate the net cash flow. Cash flow that is going to happen. Then there is a discounted factor. Discounted factor at 7%. Discounted factor at a 7%, because you are going to choose this option B. Discounted factors you will calculate. Then you will get a net discounted cash flow. Now if I find the total of the net discounted cash flow for the year, I am going to get the net present value for the investment, for the investment of the project. It is one of the parameter which helps you to determine whether I should be making the investment or not. If it is a positive NPV, you should go ahead and make that investment. But if it is a negative NPV, you should not be investing in that project. And usually the highest NPV project will be selected if there are 2 projects available. So you can go and learn all this. I have given the description from the learning videos. You can learn. Now the further, what is the revenue? Let's calculate the revenue. So the electricity generated in 1 hour, it can be sold for 80 pounds. They are saying that. So what is the revenue? revenue is equal to quantity times the selling price. They have planned to sell at, okay, they have planned to sell at 80 pounds. Now, but what is the quantity sold? Okay, what is the quantity sold? The amount of sold amount they are going to operate. Okay, they are going to operate this much time. Okay, so the quantity sold is they are going to be open for this number of days, or number of days operated. Okay, number of days operated into the selling price. So 65% of, okay, what is the total number of days they are operating? They are operating 24 hours and 365 days. So they're totally operating for 365 days, okay, and they are open for 24 hours. So the revenue, okay, when their number of days operated per hour is going to be equal to this plus the into the selling price. The selling price is at 80 pounds. So that value is going to be equal to 4,55520. Okay, so this is the amount they will be able to generate if they are going to sell, okay, at 365 days. Now we can see that what is 24 hours, 365 days, and what is 65% of that you should be able to calculate. So 24 into 365, that is 8,760 times 65%. Okay, 0.65% is 5,694. Okay, 5,694 into 80 pounds. So into 80 pounds, so that is equal to 4,555,520. Okay, so this is the revenue they'll be able to generate. So they are going to sell this for this many hours. Okay, 5,694 hours they are going to sell, and for each hour they are going to charge 80 pounds. So 80 pounds per hour. In 1 hour they are going to sell it for 80 pounds. So that's why I'm calculating in hours. If they had said 80 pounds in a day, I just have to take 365 days, but only 65%. But since they have said it is for in hours, for 1 hour they are going to charge 80 pounds, so I will have to calculate how many hours. Okay, this is the thing, and you will get the revenue. So the revenue for all the 5 years, they have not they have said it is going to be the same. So you have to include the same revenue, right? And the revenue is going to start from the year 1. Okay, in the first year, in the 0 year, it is just about the investment. So in the first year you will indicate that the revenue is going to start flowing in. Okay, now we know, okay, this is the revenue. Now let's calculate what is the cost. Now costs, okay, they have indicated some costs. So let's calculate what is the cost of each. Now first one is 5% of the annual revenue must be paid to the landowner. Okay, probably it is called as the rent. Okay, I have to pay the rent. So 5% of, okay, 5% of this revenue. Five percentage of 455,520 pounds is going to be paid as, okay, this is going to be paid as the rent. Okay, or it must be paid to the landowner. So what is the value that is going to be equal to 5% of 445 it is going to be equal to 22776. So that is going to be equal to then they have maintenance cost will be 40,000 pounds per year. So that is going to be 40,000 per entire year. Okay, so that is 40,000 pounds. And then you have, okay, one more is it is going to increase by 10% every year. So for the first year it will be 40,000. So let's calculate the year again. Okay, for each year it's going to increase by, okay, it is going to increase by 10%. So the total maintenance cost, okay, we will have to calculate. For the first year it's going to be equal to 40,000. For the first year, maintenance cost is going to be equal to 40,000. Then for the second year, it is 10%. Okay, for the second year, it is 10% increase. 10% of 40,000. So 10% of 40,000 is going to be equal to 10% increase. Okay, 40,000 plus, apart from that it is going to increase by this 4,000. Okay, so 10% of 40,000 is 4,000. So the maintenance cost for the second year is going to be equal to 44,000. And then you have for the third year. Okay, for the third year it is going to be equal to, you have 40, okay, you have, and for the third year %, of 44,000. Okay, so that is going to be for the third year, it is going to be 10% of so that is 48,400. Next, for the fourth year, let's calculate for the fourth year. It is going to become 10% of 48,400 plus 48,400. From 48,400, 10% increase. Okay, you add it and then you will calculate. So that is going to be equal to 53,240. And then you have 10% of 53,240 plus 53,240. So that is going to be equal to 58,564. It's an insurance. Okay, insurance is 5,000, which is also fixed every year. There is also an insurance. Insurance cost, it is going to be equal to 5,000 every year. So these are the three costs that's going to occur. Now let